Hey everyone, today's video we're going to be looking at the rest of my comp crawlers that I've been running in 2025. Now this is the Wrcca class or group of crawlers that I'm in. There's a pretty good group of guys around that comp with these things. So I'll be showing you my mini build, my all deluxe sporty or sportsman class build. And then I didn't get to run these in any competition this year because I got it kind of late in the year, like October, and then I was waiting for parts for a little while. But to get into the MOA class, I decided to start with a RC 4-wheel drive Bully 2. So we'll get to the bench, show you the features of each truck. We'll be starting off looking at my mini class crawler, which is a mix of the dlux Markhor chassis, dlux shocks, and the rest of it is axial UTB 18 parts, but all aftermarket, as you can see. So it has the Trail all aluminum transmission, steel gears in it. Still has the stock skid, because plastic slides, all aluminum Trail links for the UTB 18, which actually pushes this wheelbase slightly over the 9-inch mark. Has UTB 18 axles in it with Trail aluminum housings and steel gears, front and rear. And on the front, which is pretty much necessary, are the dlux U-joint style axle shafts, which you need to get their knuckles with it because they have larger bearings in the knuckles than the stock. So there's a dlux aluminum knuckles with the dlux aluminum knuckles with, I believe those are the dlux heavy outer portal covers. You can see how thick those are. And also running on every wheel, the dlux stub shafts, which are a little larger diameter and use the regular 7mm wheel nuts. So you can see all aluminum steering linkage, Reef's 299 LP servo, which does work pretty well in this truck, but there's definitely situations where this is just not enough power. So I will be getting a larger servo for it. And you can see behind the servo is just a small carbon fiber plate with the Velcro strap. And that's where I run the battery. Gens Ace 450 milliamp 3S batteries, because the Hobbywing system can only run on 3S. And that is a Hobbywing Quick Run Fusion 16. Bolts right on to the UTB transmission. Of course, got that Markhor chassis, which does work pretty well, but when this thing flips over, it is stuck upside down. So I'll probably be modifying this for the 2026 season, putting some kind of body on this. So when it does flip over, it's not just stuck there on the ground. Also steel drive shafts. And I think that is, tires. So for tires, I'm running the Rover tires, which are like 3.85 inches or 3.9 inches tall on 1.9 Trail beadlocks. I did try some 419 tires, which you can see the size difference there, 419s compared to the 3.9s. And these were just a little bit too big for this setup, especially with the portals. So switched back to 3.9s. The thing was a lot more stable on the side hills, and these tires have plenty of grip. My dlux sporty build, got the Mojo body on there, which works out to be pretty well rounded enough that sometimes it'll roll back over. Got the dlux fab lunatic V3 sportsman's chassis, which is made for straight axles. Running a dlux stumpy 2200 kV outrunner, the dlux S2 ESC Fly Sky radio, which is kind of zip tied mounted in there. Deluxe shocks, front and rear. I believe these are the 80mm. Running the SS Deluxe straight axles. And these have the brass knuckles with the brass, like, heavy bottoms on it. Got the knuckles clocked back for some steering angle. Everything made to clear. Got the sportsman or sporty kind of battery mount here, which makes it, the bottom of this, pretty flat and smooth, as you can see all the scratches. Got the NSDRC RS700 low profile servo, which is direct power. And right behind that servo is the battery tray, which I run these Tattoo 450 milliamp 4S batteries with XT30 plugs. It's also got the XT30 on the ESC. All high clearance stainless links. And as you probably saw, I have the heavy brass knuckles, so I'm not running weight hangers. I am running the Dlux 2.2 all aluminum beadlock wheels, and currently have the J Concepts rock bumps with the Crawler Innovation 2-stage foams. When I first started with this truck, I was running the Proline Ibex tires on the same wheels. These have the Crawler Innovation, well, the soft dual stages in them, vented. And these did really well, but I wanted to try out the rock bumps, and also the rock bumps are just a little bit taller than the Ibex. Help with clearance, because where a lot of the places we run got a lot of ragged rocks you got to get over. So I think that wraps it up for the sporty build. Almost forgot to mention, running the Dlux OD3 transmission in the blue steel color. And last but certainly not least on the list, we have the Bully 2. I picked this truck up a few months ago. Actually a used truck. It was completely stock when I got it. So started doing some mods, get ready for the comp season. So Bully 2 all carbon fiber chassis. Buried down in the belly is a Holmes Hobbies, I believe it's the BR Mini Dual ESC, made for the 2 motors, so you can control them independently. And I have it hooked up to my FlySky Noble Plus. So mostly all stock Bully axles, which they're all aluminum. I did buy the Dlux brass knuckles for these, running the NSDRC RS700 low profile servo, because you don't want anything hanging down below your axle. Battery tray on the front, which this will be running on 4S. Currently has the stock shocks on it, which I will be switching out because these are just way too springy. And I tried different spring rates and oil, but these have got to go. Running the stock Bully pin tires on the carbon fiber beadlocks, which I did add some wider wheel hubs on there just for clearance when you turn. And for motors, try not to flip the truck around too much, but I want to give you a good look. For motors, I bought the matched pair of Torque Master Expert 540s in 27 turn, which seem to be pretty good motors so far. Have a few runs on them, but like I said, haven't comped this yet. So got to get it tuned in, switch out those shocks, and I'll be running it in 2026. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you're still joining me till the end. But let me know in the comments what your favorite mini or sportsman comp builds are, and really anything if you're still watching. But hit that like button, even if you didn't like it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, help grow the channel. So as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.